TV, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rody. I decided to make a quick video about Drake's recently released diss track to Kid Cudi and Pusha T entitled Two Birds, One Stone. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments. Wow.
Alright guys, so I just heard the song that Drake released again. He released it on his OVO radio on Apple Music. And people have been controversy saying, oh, it's a diss track to Pusha T and Kid Cudi, and he shouldn't be talking about Kid Cudi because he just said he's got mental issues and he checked himself into, the facility. I ain't trying to hear all that. First off, this is hip hop. Anytime somebody releases a diss track or somebody talking about somebody, everything, it's no holds bar. It's no holds bar. When you enter the hip hop arena, it's you rapping, your life is on the line, everything that you've ever went through or you're going through is up for grabs and people gonna know about it. So you gotta be prepared for that, and I think anybody that's not Kid Cudi understands that. Now if he gets his feelings hurt about this, that's his fault. But if you're out there thinking that this song, which again is nowhere near a real diss, is a diss, then you're not a real hip hop aficionado thinking that this is something that is off limits. Nothing is off limits. If you go back in time and listen to any diss track that ever came out, you'll know that there's been some dirty things said and some off-bar, out-of-line things said. So this song especially was a baby bird chirping, in my opinion, compared to things that I've heard. So along with this song, there were a few things that were mentioned. First off, he did say, talking about the Carter 5 album and that you can't be holding the Carter 5 from the boss and he wait, meaning that Lil Wayne's album is still on hold because Birdman is not releasing it. And that was a little shout out because that's just showing that he's on the side of Lil Wayne. Now, later on in the song, again, this is just one long verse, no hook or anything like that, is the end of the song when the actual jabs come in. And again, it's not no real jabs. He says more about Pusha T than anything. And again, in the past, Pusha T has said a lot about Drake and about his rapping style, what he does, Cash Money, everything and anything in between. He's come at Drake. And he's kind of fell off about that, but I think this may cause, I don't think so. Pusha T's not even going to say nothing about this because again, I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. And it's not that great. Drake said, you made a couple chops and you think you Chapo, meaning that he sold drug back in the day and now he think he's El Chapo, the drug kingpin. If you ask me, you ain't lining the trunk with the kilos, you bagging weed, watching Pacino with all your niggas like this is what we need to be on. Meaning, they ain't the big dudes. They just selling nickel and dime bags talking about, yo, we need to be on that level. And that's some cool playthrough, but that's not coming at nobody. And anybody who's sold drugs is not going to be scared of that because they're not going to blatantly say, oh, no, I was selling this amount because they're not really trying to go to jail. But at the same time, if you are a fan of Clips and Pusha T and Malice, you know that those guys have had many and many stories and interactions about the drug world. And me personally, I'm a huge fan of them, so I can understand that a lot of stuff they were talking about may in fact have been real. So with Drake's lines, they're not really hitting below the belt or in a sense of a diss that I'm used to hearing. So those lines were nothing, it was clever, but it wasn't anything that's like, oh my God, it's a diss. He was saying you the middleman, meaning you not the plug and you not the guy that's really moving the way. You just somebody that's holding it and moving it on. Again, this is just clever wordplay, but it's not even, again, it's not major. And I hope that that's coming across to you guys. If you listen to this song again, it's nothing that's like, oh snap. Nothing like how The Game did Meek Mill. That is a diss rap track. This is just Drake rhyming over a trash beat, in my opinion, and just throwing out some little cotton balls. It's nothing great. And then lastly, when he's talking about Kid Cudi, you were the man on the moon. And like, that's really all he said. You were the man on the moon. Now you just go through your phases. What the fuck is that? That's not a diss. That's like the most, I don't even know. That's just throwing that out there as it's a relation to Kid Cudi because, his first album is talking about the moon and he's always high. It's like, it's so not a diss. And for people to paint this as a diss, it's again, they're trying to get sales, they're trying to get page views, they're trying to get YouTube views. But I really just want people to understand that this is not a beef. And again, if you want to look at one of my very first videos, I'll click it in its description. I described to you what beef is, and this is not a beef. This is not a diss. This is literally just Drake dropping a song and not even name dropping, just putting out little sprinkles of his opinions, and they're not really strong. And I feel like that's sad because he has such a high caliber of skill in the rapping ability that he could have really came out and let these dudes know. But again, Drake's not the kind of guy that's gonna give shine to other people for his self-worth, just for him to be the guy that's out in the pinpoint. You know, he's not just gonna be out there and be like, yo, I'm dissing you. He gonna, you know, throw his light jabs and make people assume who they talking about. So it kind of sucks that this is being painted as a diss track when it's far from it. If anything, this is just a corny track that he decided to release that he probably wrote months and months ago, because really this ain't got nothing to do with Kid Cudi being put in the rehab. He could have said the same things about Pusha T 5, 6, 7 years ago. So really, in my opinion, this song is trash. The diss is trash. The lyrics are trash. The beat is trash. Still a huge fan of Drake. Don't take nothing from him. If he's ever gonna come out with something that's putting some real hard hits on somebody, I do expect him to come correct. He's always very clever. I mean, just take a look at what he did to Meek Mill. So I feel like this is just an old track he decided to release, and he's trying to get some songs ready and get the heat popping up for December when he has got a new album, mixtape, whatever he wants to call it, coming out. So y'all just stay tuned for that, and I'll make sure to give y'all a review. But that's all I got. That's my thoughts on the recent track. Again, you know, this ain't no diss track. This is just clever wordplay and, you know, some cotton ball shots. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below, and I'll see y'all in the next album review, video, gameplay, all that stuff. Till then, Showdawee TV out.